So I've been talking about marketing during the holiday season, and I want to give a little bit more detail on the direct mailing strategies that I use. Not just necessarily the messaging, because I did talk about in one of my previous videos that I've posted in the last week about direct mail, and the strategy is giving people peace of mind. But I want to talk a little bit more detail about the strategies and procedures that I follow when I'm sending my direct mail marketing. So first, you want to think of this, a couple of different things. First, everybody gets regular mail. When we get bills or solicitations, they come in a white envelope. It has the company name on the return address. It has their name typed up, maybe Mr. and Mrs. They're more formal. We look at these letters, and especially when they're just solicitations, they just go right into the trash. So the idea is that you want to do things that will ensure that giving a higher probability of your homeowners actually opening the direct mail pieces that we send to them. So a couple things that you can do. Number one, use different colored envelopes and different size envelopes. I actually even use very large, like manila size envelopes, but I'll do them in very bright colors. I use, yellows and oranges and pastel blues and different things like this, because you can also use that to reference it. If they're getting a bunch of mail and they have this one bright pink envelope, or if it's not a large envelope, you could even use a small envelope, but that will separate it from the rest of the mail, so that when you reference it to say, hey, I sent you a letter in a small pink envelope, or I sent you a letter in a large yellow envelope, at least you're now separating your mail pieces from the regular mail that they're getting and solicitations that they're getting. And they are getting mail from other people, especially if they're facing foreclosure. They're going to be getting mail and letters from a lot of other people, and postcards and that sort of thing. So the first thing is using a different style and different color envelope to separate you from the rest of the competition and the rest of the junk mail that they're just going to throw away. The second thing is that handwriting. So handwrite on the envelopes their names, and I use first names. I never use Mr. and Mrs. I want to make it more friendly. And then when you put your return address on it, don't use your company name, use your first name. I put Ryan Kuhlman, or I have my staff put Ryan Kuhlman, and then fill out my return address. You have to have a return address. It's a law that was passed after the 9/11 attacks. I found that early on doing direct mail campaigns 15 years ago. So using different style and color envelope, and using handwritten on the face of the envelope. Now, for the piece inside, one of the most important things, no matter what direct mail piece that you send to your homeowners, is that you want to include several things. Number one, make sure that you're including your company name. Number two, you want to make sure you're including all of the contact information for your company, especially if you have a website or physical offices. Make sure you put that on there, but you want to make sure, most importantly, that you've got a phone number and a call to action. Call me today, and make sure that your phone number is very clear. You don't have to handwrite the letter. You can. That is one style, and you're not just going to be sending one direct mail piece to any one homeowner, because nobody responds after just one direct mail piece. You're going to have to be sending multiple. So you can do it in a series, and one of those letters could be just a simple handwritten letter, but on your company letterhead, because again, you want to include your company name, your logo, and the contact information for your company. What you also want to include is a picture of you, specifically a picture of you and your family. Now, if you don't have a family, maybe if you have a dog or a cat or something, but you want to humanize the letter. I send out every single letter with a family picture. Now, my company is Florida Homeowner Solutions, so my family picture is me and the rest of my staff, and just showing big smiles and showing a group of nice people that they would potentially want to do business with and trust if you're going to be purchasing their home and getting them out of foreclosure. But if you have a family picture, wife and kids, even with the little family dog, that is perfect for that, because it humanizes it. It allows people to see who you are, and they can relate to you as well. So those are some important key tips that you want to follow when you're doing direct mail campaigns. And it's especially important right now during this holiday season, because it gives you an opportunity to warm up to your potentially motivated homeowners.